Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Now this is a bit of a rough one here. So what this is a full Majin Buu team run against the Majin Buu Saga Category Super Battle Road stage. Now this is very difficult here for a number of reasons. This was inspired because someone over on the Dokkan subreddit, his name is Modders Are Stupid, which is funny. He actually managed to beat this stage using a full Majin Buu team, kind of like I'm doing here on the stage. However, he actually did have a slightly different team. He used the physical Kid Buu instead of the AGL Kid Buu, which we're rocking here. And then he also used the physical Dokkan Awakening of the SR Skinny Buu on his team as well. Now, after going through several runs of this, I have kind of made the assessment that AGL Kid Buu, he is just not good enough to get the job done. Now, after this run, spoiler alert, does end in failure. This is not a winning run of this stage. After I did this, I switched it up and put physical Kid Buu on the team instead of AGL Kid Buu, and things were much smoother. Now, I still was not able to beat it, but, you know, I just ran into some bad luck with super attacks and stuff, but I definitely will be able to beat it with the physical Kid Buu on the team over AGL Kid Buu. Plus, the other change I think I will make is I will remove either Tech Buff Buu or the Int Buuhan for that physical SR Skinny Buu. I'll probably rainbow the Skinny Buu this week. I do have a number of orbs saved up. You know, just the way I was saving up orbs for the movie celebration, now I'm hesitant to use orbs because, you know, who knows what's coming as part of the 4-year anniversary, right? We could very well get, like, you know, a dual Dokkan Fest and like a summonable LR. Kind of like for the 250 million download celebration, you know, we had the dual Dokkan Fest, Goku and Frieza, and then there was a you know, featured LR banner a couple weeks later, LR Goku and Frieza. I think there's a good chance we could see something similar for the 4-year anniversary, so I don't want to use too many orbs, but this stage left a really bad taste in my mouth, so we can go ahead and go over all the details here. Now, number one, using a full Majin Buu team is very difficult because of the fact that none of these units share key links whatsoever. Like, every single turn, we need 6 key for all 3 units. It's just very difficult. One big change I noticed when using physical Kid Buu instead of AGL Kid Buu, the 50% attack buff he provided was tremendous. The 50% defensive buff he provided was so good. It felt more substantial even than the attack buff. But that 2 key Kid Buu gives at 80% HP or above, that is huge. That really, I think, is going to make like a world of difference. Like, just not like for one turn, having only to require 4 key for all 3 units rather than 6 key, it's just so helpful. So definitely going to be rocking that physical Kid Buu, and then of course, you know, the physical SR Buu as well. Now the Fat Buu, I'll kind of explain all the units of the team and kind of how well they work here. Fat Buu is definitely like kind of like the MVP here. He's also the most consistent because all of these units really struggle for key, I would say, except for Fat Buu, because Fat Buu, he does get stronger with more SCR orbs that you get, right? But he also changes in orbs to SCR orbs, so you could definitely be a lot more consistent with Fat Buu, knowing that really red or int orbs really work out well for him. So that's why I like going through these runs. I leave so many purple orbs on the board. It's because, you know, I'm trying to set up SCR Fat Buu as much as possible. Fat Buu also gets more defense when he gets SCR orbs, so he's able to tank a little bit better. He's an AoE unit, which is very helpful, but most importantly, he can stun as well. A winning run here, I think, would probably have, you know, 2, 3, 4 stuns from SCR Fat Buu. In this run right here, a couple of times, Fat Buu actually stuns units as he's killing them. This Super Saiyan 2 Goku right here, he gets taken out on this turn by Fat Buu, but Fat Buu stuns him at the same time he's taking him out. If, you know, I was going through this run and I had Fat Buu stun, you know, Majin Vegeta instead, that makes a huge difference. You know, you need the stuns to come in clutch. In particular, on the second of the 3 fights, that is the most difficult one, I would say, with, you know, Ultimate Gohan, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, as well as the physical Piccolo, because you have to worry about super attacks from sort of all angles. It just creates a bit of a nightmare. So we talked about Fat Buu. Let's talk about AGL Kid Buu. Now, AGL Kid Buu, he just... The thing with him, I was really thinking that he would be able to tank quite well, you know, being a Rainbow Star, you know, fully Easy Aid unit, but he just does not have the same level of defense that Texel has. Texel has better defense, and he gets higher defensive buffs from orbs than Kid Buu, which, you know, it's a shame. Like, you know, I would have liked AGL Kid Buu to have been a little bit better. The 14% HP he heals is big, but I think physical Kid Buu is going to bring a lot more to the team. Super Buu just transforms, so let's talk about Super Buu. If I was able to find a friend Super Buu easier, I could have continued to do this. So I started this out. No one is running Super Buu on JP at all. No one. People just don't have Super Buu as their leader. So I was able to do a couple of runs. My first run, I actually came very, very close to beating it. But, you know, luck kind of just didn't fall that way. So after that, it would take, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes just to find another Super Buu friend, like going into boss rush and backing out. People just don't run him. So, you know, I made a call to Twitter. You know, I tweeted out my friend code, asked people to set Super Buu as leader. I added maybe 20 people or so. Definitely shout outs to all of y'all. But I've run out of friends. So I can't really even do this stage anymore. That's why I'm going to wait till next weekend. I'm going to Rainbow and Well, I've already awakened the SR Skinny Buu, but I'll Rainbow him, make the adjustment to the team of Physical Kid Buu, and I will come back and get the W next weekend. Definitely. This is leaving a bit of a sour taste in my mouth, so that's why I'm definitely going to come back to take this down with this full Buu team here, right? So, Super Buu. If I was able to find a friend, Super Buu, that was rainbowed like mine, that would... Dude, that would make such a difference. Most of the runs I've done tonight are, of course, only with Super Buu with the free dupe paths open. But, like, you can't really ask too much more of people because Buu has only ever been on one banner, right? It's not realistic to expect to find, you know, rainbowed or, like, you know, 2 dupe even Dokkan Fest units when they've only been on one banner. So, you know, this, like, run would be a lot easier after Buu returns another banner because it'd be more easy to find, you know, like friend Super Buu units that have several dupes in them. Now, Super Buu himself, at the rainbow level, that base Super Buu, he's still pretty damn solid because his stats, he has both attack and defense. He's just a very important unit, right? Now, after Buu transforms, like, a lot of these fights, it's really just hold out until Buu transforms, and then he gets such a monster upgrade. All 3 forms that Super Buu transforms into are tremendously powerful. Really, really capable of completely changing things around. The one thing Buu does, just in his, you know, kind of super form here, that he doesn't have when he transforms, so that does hurt, is this Super Buu lowers attack and defense on super attack. That is so damn useful here. Saving any bit of damage that you can is just an absolute, like, must. Also, notice how we're getting a Dokkan attack right here. In this run, we actually get 2 Dokkan attacks. We do get another one later on against Physical Super Vegito, but it's not enough to take him out. As you guys may or may not know, Physical Super Vegito, I believe he has somewhere between 10 million and 20 million HP. He is just an absolute, like, behemoth at the end there. And, you know, if he's able to hit, I don't know, Tech Buff Buu or Buuhan, he's capable of doing over 100k just on a normal attack. So, that Physical Vegito is very, very deadly, and he is very, very dangerous. So, Super Buu, after he transforms, I'll give you guys a little spoiler here. When Super Buu is about to come out on global, like when we actually have like an official release date and stuff, I've been planning on doing a video where I'm going to go over all of the different transformations that Buu can take, you know, the Buu Piccolo, the Buu Gotenks, and the Buu Gohan, and go over which one is the best. I would say without a doubt, the best form is Buu Piccolo. Buu Piccolo is just tremendous in every way. He greatly raises his defense. He gives 3 ki to all allies. Attack and defense 100%. He heals 15% HP. Just a monster of a unit. Here in these runs, he is, excuse me, he's probably the best transformation to get out, because that 3 ki to all allies on this Buu team, where none of these Buu units link up whatsoever, it's night and day. It's so important to get that out. So, like, I don't try and manipulate it in any way to get the transformations, but anytime I end up with Buu Piccolo, that is just very, very good. Buu Gotenks is solid. You know, he gets over in a flash when he transforms into that. So he's able to actually share that link with the physical Buu Gotenks we've got on the team. So the two of them as a rotation, they're able to super attack pretty easily because they only need the 3 ki, right? So that is very, very helpful. And then Buu Gohan, it's so rare. I almost never get you know, the Buuhan transformation here in these runs. But you know, he is able to share shocking speed with Int Buuhan, which can be pretty helpful. But you know, usually Int Buuhan, he's not really the greatest defensively, and even his orb healing is just not as great as you would like. The one thing though that is very helpful is how Buuhan does lower enemy attack and defense on his super attack. That is very, very helpful. Going through, you know, we already talked about Fat Buu. Buff Buu is kind of a fodder, worthless unit. Really, I would replace him also if I could. We'll see who I'm going to end up using, you know, Buuhan or Buff Buu, you know, because I'm definitely going to get that Skinny Buu on the team. The reason I'm going to use that SR Skinny Buu is because he seals on super attack. Having another one of those would be so tremendously helpful. He lowers enemy attack and defense by 20%, which that's a big deal. That's saving a lot of damage every single turn, which is very helpful with, you know, has many of the units on this team that can heal as there are. And then also, he has a medium chance to dodge. So I'll probably rainbow that guy. I'm going to give him 20 dodge, and we'll pop him on the team, and we'll definitely be able to get this W next weekend. Again, I would keep going right now, but one, I do kind of have to get a video ready for tomorrow, because I spent a long time on this. So I said, you know what? This run was the closest. I'll just toss some commentary over this. I'll hold my L, and we will come back next weekend strong. Hopefully, you know, the stuns will go the right way next weekend, because there we go. As you guys can see, that's another one of those turns that I was talking about where Fat Buu stunned Gotenks as Gotenks was dying anyway, so it did nothing for us. And then watch this, just to show how big of a deal it is. At every attack we take from Ultimate Gohan, he's doing like 90k. Even to the physical Gotenks, or the AGL Kid Buu, you know, who, again, should be a pretty good defensive unit. That was 6 orbs right there. And as you guys can see, AGL Kid Buu is still going to be taking like 90k on normal attacks. He's just a huge disappointment to me. So we're going to get him out of here. We're going to get the physical Kid Buu in. We'll get the physical Skinny Buu in, and we'll see how things go. Now, this phase right here, I would say, is definitely the hardest as well. So, yep, 86k, 86k. So already that's just 160,000 damage, basically, well, 170,000 down the drain. And then another 92k damage. Like, the damage racks up too quickly. You're going to have to get several stuns in order for this to work. And this phase really is definitely the hardest phase of this sort of run. Because you have limited units that can really defend here. And, you know, if 2 of these 3 decide to super attack, that's pretty much it. Like, you're done. So you kind of have to. The good thing is that physical Piccolo, you know, because he's physical and there's so many SCR, you know, units here, you are able to bring that physical Piccolo down pretty quickly. but you know, the Gohan and the Gotenks, they still hit like tremendously hard. So in order to get a dub here, would probably definitely need a run where Fat Buu maybe would open out with a couple of stuns. That'd be very, very helpful, because like when going through here, I was using, you know, Nurse Chi-Chi's, Ghost Ushers, and stuff like Candy on this phase right here, because I just had to. I had to use them up. Also, one problem I run into is here against Physical Vegito. I ended up using my Android 8s just specifically as defense items here, rather than actual healing items. So that is one more concern. So this is it. I'll probably finish up the commentary here, because again, Physical Vegito, he just sits there with his, you know, 20 million HP forever. You know, these fights can go 10 plus turns. So again, I will come back next weekend. We'll try and get a W here with a slightly modified team. Should be able to work out pretty good. But you know, I'm definitely not gonna. I'm not gonna let Physical Super Vegito just stand there with his arms crossed forever. I'm gonna come back to get my dub. So we'll do that again next weekend. Get the Physical Buu and M ready. Thanks for watching, and I will catch y'all next time. Oh, one last thing. So wait a minute, real quick. Real quick. It was very funny the way this fight turned out. This run ended up being a lot longer than I thought. And my phone actually died, like, literally in, like, pretty much the last turn, right when I'm gonna get the second Dokkan attack, you know, which we get off with Fat Buu, which does nothing. It doesn't even tickle Super Vegito. And then he just starts doing 100k damage to, like, Buhan or Tech Buff Buu or whoever it is, and just completely just sort of brushes us aside. So there is just a slight, you know, sort of jump cut, but that's just from my phone dying, and then, you know, me charging up a little bit and coming back in. Again, thanks y'all for watching, and I will see y'all next weekend where we get the revenge against Physical Super Vegito. Hopefully a lot of stuns will happen next weekend, hopefully.